Now, this prophetic word serves as a potent reprimand and a stern warning to the president and the nation of South Africa. Now, prior to a trend and architectured agenda to deliberately remove the Israelite embassy from the nation of South Africa. Now, Mr. President say, I'm coming to you as a prophet of the Most High God, highly recommending you to cautiously take a seat of resistance against this act of political animosity aimed at suspending the operations of Israel embassy in your own nation of South Africa. Now, I'm very aware that you've been skeptic about this trend, and I strongly advise you to shun out every single and bite and bit of any opinion from your political allies within who are advising you ignorantly to perpetuate this spiritual misdemeanor. And that will not only worsen the judgments which are going to befall your land from the Most High God, but this also will mark a propagation of a personal penance, personal troubles, and banishments from obtaining favor from the Most High God. Now, understand that it's not for the first time that I've prophesied about the demise of South Africa. Mr. President said, now I've spoken about this for more than 4 times, and I want to listen what the word of the living God is going to say from the book of Obadiah, chapter 10, verse number 10 to verse number 12. It says, for your violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Now he says, in the day that you should have stood on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and the foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even you was one of them. Mind you, this is a time whereby God Almighty is bringing judgment to a nation called Edom, whereby Esau was a brother to Jacob, did not stand with him in the days of trials, in the hour of temptation, in the days of tribulation and persecution. And God Almighty said, well, you're supposed to have stood with your brother. You joined those who were against my chosen one, Israel, my beloved one, Jacob. Therefore, this is what I'm going to do as the Lord. He said, I'm going to cut you off forever. I'm going to allow shame to come and cover you. South Africa, if you do not listen to this word, shame is going to come and cover you. And the Lord of might will cut your existence forever amongst the nations of this world. Now listen, verse number 12. It says, you should have not looked on the day of your brother, in the day he became a stranger. Neither should have you rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should you have heard spoken proudly in the day of distress. Mind you, as I say, a vision was coming from Obadiah, a prophet of the Most High God, and was leveling the penalties, the penances, melting towards Edom, who actually displayed his cruelty to his brother Israel. I want to show you this. Instead of South Africa, as the Edomites did, to show sympathy, to show compassion, they actually feasted their eyes on the misery of the fall of the men Jacob and Israel. And at the end of the day, the Lord turned the calamities which before Jacob to before the nation of Israel. And this is what's going to happen to you, South Africa, if you don't take a stance to defend Israel at a time such as this. Mind you, as I close, Mr. President, sir, you are warned. You cannot fight that which God has blessed. You cannot curse that which God has blessed. Israel is a nation, the firstborn of God, the chosen nation of God. It's carrying promises that if you favor Israel, God Almighty shall lay favor for you in the land of South Africa. Now, Esau I've hated, Jacob I've loved. It is a mantra in the New Testament, the mantra in the Old Testament, clearly declared from Malachi 1 verse number 2 and Romans 9 verse number 13. South Africa, listen and hearken to the words of the Spirit, that the Lord Almighty may refrain his anger upon you in the hour of temptation. May the Lord bless you as you take it of the word and make the right step. Prophet Peter Wellington is my name, the voice of the Holy Nation.